This is an S4 walkthrough for the initial page of the application. Things have changed since last year, and I wanted to kind of highlight some of the navigational issues. You're looking at a data grid. The white area shows data you're eligible to see, either by user ID or by school. And the blue line represents a filter line where you can type in data to use to filter information. So if you see a drop down, that means you have drop down information where you can see specific things. Whenever you see a data grid, you might want to check the columns to see if they have a drop down on there. From now, the data grid is showing actually Sutherland S, which is me, and AMS. I have no documents at AMS. When you log in, you might be associated to one school, and all the documents at your school will be showing because you have one default school. But some users have multiple schools, some district level users. So I would suggest going to the school column and choose the red X. Each column has a red X, and the column that has the red X will allow you to actually remove that filter. When you remove the filter, I'll see all information that has at all schools that have my user ID. Let's say I want to see all the documents at BAC, because that's the only thing showing right now, but I'm going to just focus around BAC because I don't have any documents at any other schools. I'm going to choose BAC. The same documents remain, but I want to see all the documents at BAC. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my name, and now I would see maybe a rainbow if you look at it of colors. This is each of the colors represent different type of documents that we track in S4, but it shows you all the work going on at BAC. If there's a need for you to see all the information or look for a student, for example, at the school or a process, then you can walk through that and see that. I'm done looking at the school, and I want to go back and either put my name back up here by typing it, which I could type in that or a pattern, or I can just go to the reset grid. If I reset the grid, then what's going to happen is it's going to reset the grid back to my username and my default school. So you'd remember to go in here and just hit the X again if you have a school there. And what will happen is you'll be back to a kind of a beginning point from where you started. As you leave the screen, and you make changes to the screen anyway, when you leave it and you come back in, the screen should remember the settings that you had. So the last username, or actually the last message or last student name you had in there, it'll remember where you were. On the screens you have a details column, and then you have, I'm just sorting it right now, and an assign column. Information about the documents themselves, you can go into the magnifying glass and see information about those documents. I encourage you to explore those buttons. This button right here will take you just to the task page itself, actually the evaluator page, to assign other users, possibly multiple users, to documents. The details for a student, or details for a document, and the assignments for that document. The columns is useful for actually performing a sort. I'm going to go ahead and just choose message, and you can see if the up and down arrow changes, I'm just resorting the data. If you have a lot of data or multiple schools, or whatever you're looking at, the sort might become helpful. I wanted to mention that I've added a print preview. So if you have, I wouldn't print a whole school or a lot of information, but if you want to print your task page out, as you have multiple students, again I only have Joe Tess, he's my favorite, you could go into print preview, and then from here you get basically a small little print screen. It's a preview. It's just a simple, let me align this real quick. You can use the zoom key right here, and you can kind of zoom in just to kind of get a feel for what you're looking at. And it's, if you want to go to multiple pages and you had multiple pages, you can use the arrows here. And then you can just choose the print key. You choose the print key, it'll print to your printer. So that's just a quick way of getting a print screen of your past page in case you would like to have that. Let's close out of that. If you have the student here and you want to on your task page already, and you want to just jump right to the student browse instead of going to the district search, which you can continue to do, or the school browse, which many people like, if you already show the student here, then you can use the plus key, and that'll jump you right in. I encourage you to try that. That'll jump you right into the district search. It'll zoom right into the demographics of Joe Test or whatever student. Just try that button right there to perform that action. Now what we're going to do is, I guess, wrap it up. This has been an S4 walkthrough. I hope this is helpful. Please expect other walkthroughs. Thanks. Bye.